Hi, welcome to another edition of Cooking with Hoppy. I'm Mark Crory, and with me is Carol Vales, aka Hoppy, and we're here at Hunter Appliance in Littleton at the DCS kitchen. And so nice of Hunter again to allow us to come down here and invade their kitchen. And of course, I think they like the fact that they get to eat what we prepare. So
oh yeah, they've been already eating already.
Oh, really? Okay, well, good. Well, today we have a great show in store, a great recipe, several recipes. What exactly is on the menu today, Carol?
Today we're making chicken saltimbocca. It's a chicken breast with prosciutto and provolone cheese and sage, and then we just saute it, and smashed garlic potatoes, a salad, and we're making a chocolate chip cookie brittle for dessert.
Nice, nice. So because the dessert actually takes the longest to cook and prepare, we're going to actually start off with dessert, which is okay by me.
I know.
I think every meal should start off with dessert.
I'd rather have dessert than the food.
Yeah, me too. All right, so what do we have here?
Well, first I melted the butter with the sugar.
Okay.
And you have to kind of get the sugar to dissolve, and then you can put the...
Sure. How much butter did you melt in that?
There was 14 tablespoons of butter and 1 cup of sugar.
Okay.
And this is 2 cups of flour. Maybe we'll put a little salt in there. So this is nice, you don't have to use a mixer. And, oops, sorry.
A little bit of vanilla. We like vanilla.
Oops.
Good. Did you expect that to pour a little slower that time?
Yes.
All right.
I guess they're going to be vanilla brittle today.
So what is the consistency of this going to look like? Like cookie dough, or is it going to be a little...
It's like a cookie dough, but it's just going to, you put it in a cookie sheet, and it's really, really thin.
Okay.
And you bake it, and then when you take it out of the pan and cool it, you can just snap it with a spoon, and it shatters.
Ah,
See,
cool.
You end up with small...
That's interesting. So really the only flavor comes from the butter and the vanilla. There's no other added...
And the chocolate.
And of course, chocolate chips.
And you can put nuts in it too, but so many people are allergic to nuts nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't want to...
That's great. Now, what do you set the oven on? And you said
At 350.
350. And they cook
And for about 20, 25 minutes.
Okay. So that's a little longer than a cookie.
Yep.
Cookies
But usually like sheet pan foods always take about a half an hour.
Huh, okay.
I made this last night, but I didn't wait long enough for this to cool, and it melted the chocolate, so then I end up with a chocolate bar instead.
Oh, I see.
I like the look of...
Yeah. You could hold that up for the camera. You can see that you want to make sure that the butter is cooled off enough so that it doesn't melt the chips right away. That's a good tip. All right, now...
And you could put whatever you want, coconut, nuts, whatever, cranberries or something.
So do you just plop it in the middle, or
yep.
do you spread it out? Or?
You just dump it, and then you can spread it. Let me get a spreader.
Now, I know this is probably not good. You probably don't recommend this, but my kids love cookie dough.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay. What's the danger of salmonella or something like that?
You really should use pasteurized eggs, which I finally learned at I took a class on food safety, and this woman said that when she ever has her grandkids over, she gets pasteurized eggs.
I see.
Because this way you won't get sick from the
So this
eggs.
is actually going to fill up the whole pan?
Well, it kind of goes to right about here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this won't expand because there's no baking powder or soda or anything in it?
And I'm surprised it holds together even without the addition of any eggs.
Yeah. What happens if you do add eggs to it? You're not supposed to.
It'll be more like a cake,
Okay.
cakey dough, but this,
We're
I
looking
think
for
with so much sugar in it that it comes out like a brittle.
Nice. And you call this, what do you call this?
Cookie brittle,
Cookie brittle.
like peanut brittle.
Yeah. What happens if you added some peanut butter to that? You would have peanut butter cookie
I
brittle?
guess, yeah.
That makes sense. Nice. So it's been a while since we have done a show, but
I
you
know.
have still been cooking up a storm for different events at the COA and other places.
And I help a woman do, like I'm a property manager type person, so I help with their cleaning and a nanny, and then so I'll make dinner for them also.
Oh, nice.
So then we'll put this
okay.
in for
Oh, yeah.
20-something minutes, 22 minutes.
22 minutes. Okay. Yep.
All right, now we're doing the chicken.
Okay. I noticed you brought some of
we can do
these
some potatoes
lovely
first.
colored mats here.
And now they have, they're colored so you can use them for like raw chicken, and that will be only used for chicken with the issues with
Yeah.
salmonella again.
Yeah.
You can use one
Okay.
for produce and one
Good
for
idea. So we'll make the blue, the produce, and
the chicken. We can do
This
the
one for the
potatoes first too before, because they take a long time.
Oh, okay.
So I boiled some of these small potatoes,
Yep.
just not till they're too soft, but just enough to so they'll stay together.
So how long did you boil them for, would you say?
Like 20 minutes,
Okay.
15, 20 minutes.
All right.
So I just take and smash them lightly with a fork, and then just
Interesting.
and put them on a. So now the edges get really crusty. See, that one's kind of hard for some reason. If you want to try it, you can see when
Yeah.
it just breaks at a certain
Sure.
point. Just get it so it kind of
Like
just
that?
a little bit more. Yep, and then just put it on the pan.
Okay. Why are we doing this? Because we're going to add things to it? Or you just they cook evenly?
This is just for, it just, the outside edges get really crusty. Instead of just having a roasted potato, it just, there's more surface area when you smash it.
Okay. I think I smashed that one a little bit too much.
I think these are different potatoes, oops, and they don't seem to.
Oh, I'll give that to the crew. Do you
Yeah,
have
these
a,
are weird.
Do you have a favorite vegetable?
Not really.
No?
No. What about you?
Yeah, well, I love all vegetables, but I think I like asparagus the most. Probably my favorite.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. All right, so you,
And then we just put a little bit of olive oil on. And some sea salt. Fresh cracked pepper.
mix it
Just
all
kind
up.
of cover it. And then I like to put a little lemon in it also.
Okay.
I like lemon potatoes, lemon and garlic.
This potato here. We'll
Okay,
go with it.
put them in the bottom oven.
The bottom oven. What are we setting this to?
That's at 375, and that'll be for like 20 minutes.
20
or
minutes.
until it gets to the desired
Okay.
crunchiness.
All right.
Oh, the others are getting burnt. Okay. Now we'll
Excellent.
do the chicken.
Chicken. Okay, I guess we'll use the blue for the chicken. I said we were going to use the orange for the chicken, but we changed our recipe slightly, or the order of our recipe.
So you just get a slice of plastic. We need to bang these down a little bit to smash them down.
Okay. Ah,
So I just like to start in the middle and go out to the edge.
interesting. And you put the plastic on there just so it won't stick to the
Yeah, otherwise
mallet?
you'll smash it into the mat. And then it'll get stuck to the...
Okay.
You ever make chicken schnitzel?
No.
Oh. You can do the same thing here, but then dip it in the breading mix. We dip it in flour, eggs, and then breadcrumbs. And then just saute it in olive oil or canola oil. And it's so good.
And because you've thinned it out so much, it probably cooks a lot.
And some of these
Quicker.
chicken breasts, they were like twice as thick. You know how like they're like huge?
Yeah.
I'll go from the side. I probably should have left one. But just take a knife and cut through the whole thing.
Thin them out.
Yep. Because otherwise it's just too much.
Looks like,
I don't know what they're feeding
Thor's
these
hammer.
chickens. They're just so big. So
Wow.
now we're just going to put...
I think it's called chemicals.
I know, no kidding. It's scary. So I just put one slice of
Provolone.
provolone. Yep, can't even talk today. And a little bit of sage.
And what is that?
Sage,
No, the other thing.
prosciutto. It's an
Prosciutto.
Italian ham.
Oh, okay.
Probably should have.
See how cultured I am.
I know.
They look
put
like
this on.
pastrami to me.
But it's really good by itself.
I notice it's got a lot of
the fat.
fat
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
so good. Yeah, it's excellent.
All right.
So if you want to do it, you can.
Yeah, I'll try one.
Here you go.
Okay.
Use the other side. Oops, the flat one. Yeah.
Okay.
And just keep your fingers away. Yep. Okay.
What do you tell? All right.
And just try to make sure you get it all even. You know, it's not too thin, and don't go too far to the edges because then it gets like
thinned
paper.
out.
Yeah, paper thin.
Good.
Okay. And then put the good side down
Oh, okay.
because you don't want to.
Not the.
Yeah. See how it's
No,
kind
yeah,
of funky
the
on the
beaten
other side.
side.
Yep.
All right. So we
So
take a
piece of
piece of
cheese.
cheese. Use this hand so the camera
And
can,
then keep it down this end.
like that.
Yep.
A couple of these things.
And
Nice.
a piece of sage. You can stuff the sage in there so it kind of. And just flap it over. So it covers. See, that's why I have to cut it. I mean, do it thin so it covers up. Great.
Cool.
All right. Then I'll take them over to the stove and we can saute it.
So, with the sautéing, we're going to use olive oil.
Olive oil and a little butter
Okay.
because the
butter.
the
just
butter burns too much, but if you put a little bit of oil in it,
Yeah.
it won't burn as easily.
Is this on a high heat?
Kind of. Yeah.
Medium high?
Medium. Yep.
Okay. So, we're obviously doing two at a time, but you
Yep.
can.
You can just make them all up. If you want to make finish these two off, you can do that
Sure.
now if you like.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
So this is pretty quick to make. You're not.
Yeah, how long? I mean, what? We'll take a look at it, but you're browning it, right?
Yep.
But you're also.
And then you
have
can
to
finish it off in the oven just to make sure the inside is
cook.
cooked. Yep. And then we'll make a slight sauce with some lemon juice and some chicken broth to go over the top. Also, you can make a stuffing if you like with like ricotta cheese and spinach together and put it inside of this.
I guess really the
Or any kind of,
possibilities are endless.
yep, feta
Use a
cheese.
different kind of cheese if you want.
So you cook them just so they're browned on the outside.
Okay.
And then we'll finish them off in the oven for another 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. Well, here's 3 more for you.
Okay.
Do you want me to bring them over?
Sure.
Right.
Good job.
Thank you. When you put them in the oven, you cook those for how long?
Probably another 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just to make sure the inside.
Now, I guess normally you cook chicken longer, but because they're thinner and we've done the saute thing,
Yep.
it'll cook faster in the oven.
And just to melt the cheese a little bit more.
Okay. Oh yeah, it'll cook up fast. Smells good.
So now I'm just going to deglaze the pan with some chicken broth. A little bit of butter to enrich it.
All right. We've got about 5 minutes left for our
Okay.
cookies.
Great, thank you. Just have to let this reduce a little bit. So I just put some chicken broth in here
Okay.
to deglaze the pan. It gets all the broken, all the dried bits up.
Oh,
from the
this is
chicken.
just a cleaning tip.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
But there's
it's
not
the
a
first
next
sauce.
recipe, right?
No, no. Well, it's part of the sauce. It's a sauce.
Oh, there's a sauce that goes with this.
Yeah. It's the
I
chicken
knew
broth,
that.
and then I put another tablespoon of butter, too, so it'll be really rich. And lemon juice.
Ah.
And you like to let it reduce a little bit.
And you kept the oil from...
Yeah, and anything you sauteed in there.
Interesting.
Sometimes if you cook with a lot of flour or breadcrumbs, the breadcrumbs burn.
Oh.
So I usually clean out the pan
I see.
and start again.
So you can bread those things if you want to.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this sauce is just
Chicken broth and
kind of...
just a...
Pour
And you can
over
put
it?
the or you can put the chicken back in it for a few minutes to cook.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe you can explain what kind of salad we're going to be having. Just a simple...
It's a chopped salad with shaved vegetables.
I'm ready to do some chopping if you have
Oh,
any chopping.
we're all
You're already
chopped.
chopped. Oh, that's okay.
Usually when I go to parties, I put the lettuce on the bottom, but then I chop all my vegetables.
Oh,
And just then when you get there, you can just
that
take
is
this
a
off.
great idea.
And this everything doesn't get all wet.
wet.
And you're gross. And then with the red onions, I slice them and then I soak them in cold water, and it gets that real bitterness, the strong
Yeah,
stuff out of the onions.
really.
So we got that, and then cucumbers. And
So you like to
lettuce.
pour everything into the thing, or you let people decide what they will?
No, I just make a chopped salad,
Okay. All right.
and I'll let you do the shaving once I find
Sure.
my shaver.
Is this a pear? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So with this, all the vegetables, you can see they're all, these are called shaved instead of chopped.
Ah.
It's a different texture. But you just have to go, it's one of these mandolins, and I got this for from Home Goods. This one was like about $8.
Nice.
But you just take your vegetables and makes a quick
Wow.
deal of it.
That's
and then if
great.
you want to try it,
Sure. Just
Oh,
make
sorry.
sure my finger doesn't end
yeah,
up
just
in
don't
that.
get near the end.
All right.
And then if near the end you can, if you don't want to leave them big things like this, you can cut them in matchstick pieces
Look at that.
like this. You can chop them or leave them. Or then you can make pickles. You have make a quick pickle with vinegar, sugar, dill, peppercorns. Just leave it in the fridge for a couple of days, and you'll have dill pickles.
I think I'm about.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't want to get much closer than that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can add some fresh
Avocado.
avocado. Very nice. They say avocado is very healthy for you.
Yeah, it's so good. I just like it spread on toast.
Oh yeah.
You ever have that?
Yes. Yep. Guacamole dip is good.
Yeah. Well, this is if this is a vegetable. I'm not sure if it's a vegetable or a fruit, I don't know.
Wow.
Not sure what it is. I'll just check
It's
that.
good. We know that. There's certain kinds of fats that are good for you. I know avocado is one of them.
And nuts.
Nuts, black olives are good as a healthy fat.
Maybe we could shave this.
You want to do that with this thing?
Sure. Let me just get the core out. Go.
right.
Now this, maybe you can.
You want it this way?
Yep. Just so you can use that as a. And this comes with a small guard with like little picks on it.
Yeah.
So when you get near the end, you don't take your fingers
But
off.
that's for rookies.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that.
Yeah, I just love
That's great.
it's a nice texture.
It saves so much time.
No kidding.
Salads are so good. You know, I'm sure you do you have them a lot?
Yeah,
Try to have them with every meal?
not really, but
Yeah, you should.
yeah, I know.
So now you've taken our chicken out of the oven.
And put it
And-
back in the sauce just for a minute to let it absorb a little bit.
Okay. How do you know? I mean, you just know because you've been cooking for a while, but how do you know when the chicken's actually done? Do you cut into it?
Yeah, you can, but I mean, we've just cooked it so much. It was so thin
Right.
in the thing, and it was flapped over on each side.
Yeah.
Then you could see all the cheese melting. So
What about thermometers, meat thermometers? Do you ever use those?
You can, an instant read thermometer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if the stuff inside though might give a false reading because the cheese might be hotter than the.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's good, like if you cook, pull the chicken out like 10 or 15 minutes before you cook it, so it's cold. I mean, now it won't come to room temperature, but not too long.
Right.
But this way, just like steaks too, you should take out like a half an hour before, and salt them, salt and pepper, and then cook them because it takes so long for the inside to cook.
You're not talking about frozen steak. You're talking about steak
like
that's ready to
yeah.
refrigerate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we can put all this into
Enjoy
here.
a lovely salad here. Boy, if you like a salad with fixings, this
I
is
know,
it.
really. And then you just, I don't think I like all this onion, but just some.
Yeah. Wow.
And usually, like with chopped celery, you really can't eat it. Like it just keeps falling off of your thing. What do you call it, your fork? But this way, it's kind of.
It's thin, like a piece of, like a cucumber.
And then I mixed up a dressing with salt and pepper, Dijon mustard, a couple tablespoons of red wine vinegar, and olive oil.
Mm. Oh, that looks good.
Oops. Now we just need a big spoon to
Mix it
scoop
all up.
it. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, good, you got the tongers. I'll clean
So
these
just
off.
give it a gentle little toss,
Yep.
mix.
I'll get this spoon clean.
You know, my wife doesn't like to put the dressing on the salad. She likes to have it individualized.
I see.
Then there's kind of portion control thing. But I really like it when it's
I like when it
soaked in.
sits there for a little while.
Yeah,
and it
me
just,
too. It feels like it's.
It kind of softens the lettuce or something. You just should let it sit for
Yeah, and
a couple minutes, you know?
sometimes when you
Yeah.
pour it on your plate, you don't always get every piece.
Yeah.
But here, now, everything's mixed in. So
I've seen them a lot in restaurants. They just use like a stainless steel bowl and put what they want in and use their hands and just, plate it. But
yeah,
yeah. So it almost comes out like a slaw
right.
with this, that mandolin. But
It's
I love those.
interesting. So it's going to have a little slight taste of
Yep,
the
and it'll be kind of
Dijon.
crispy, the vegetables too.
Right.
With the,
Yeah, you have a lot of crisp factor in there. And the pears are a nice touch.
yep, I love pears.
We do
And
apples sometimes in our salads.
and I like pear and Swiss cheese sandwiches.
But, oh,
That's really good.
Really?
With the sweet and that's really good.
I've never had that before. Might have to try
Oh, you'll
it.
have to try it.
Well, I'm not
All
a
right.
big Swiss cheese fan.
Oh yeah, no cheese for you. Now
So
we're ready to
these
plate
were
this.
the potatoes.
Yep. We can bring them out here if you want. Just
Okay,
put them on here.
I'll do that.
So those are the smashed ones.
Nice.
See how crunchy they are
Yeah,
on the outside, and a little bit of garlic.
Yeah.
Okay.
nice.
So you can just put a little scoop of potatoes on there.
Mm-hmm.
And a piece of chicken. Then we could just put a little bit of this.
Oh, my
salad on
goodness,
here.
look at this.
If you like fresh pepper. Then we can
That
put a
looks
little
really good.
lemon juice on it. I always like lemon on everything.
Oh,
And there you go.
perfect.
Try it.
Yeah. Oh, you just happen to have
Oh,
a
you don't
knife
like
and a fork
cheese?
here. No, I like cheese.
Okay,
I
all
like
right.
this kind. All right, here we go.
I'll have to try one too. Gets a little bit ham and cheese.
Get that on there. Ready? That is delicious.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Try a potato.
Oh my goodness, that's so good. So crunchy. Let me try the chicken.
Oh, wow.
That's different, huh?
That's neat. I like that little crunch there. That is really, really
Yeah,
good.
great. I'm glad you like it.
But I have to admit that I was hoping to try that dessert.
Okay.
And fortunately, you cooked some before the show,
Uh-huh.
and while the other one is still cooking, through the magic of TV, you can pull out this. And look at that. Boy,
So it's really thin, like a peanut brittle would be.
yeah. I'm going to try
And
it.
it's just crunches. Okay. Perfect, perfect. It's so good.
That is good. I'm just going to hold on to that.
Okay, great.
Yeah. That is delicious. I love it. Well, there you have it. There's our chicken,
Saltimbocca.
what she said, salad, the potatoes, and this lovely brittle cookie dessert. Yeah, great.
And it's pretty simple, no mixers and blenders.
No, it was pretty simple. It's a little, 30 minutes probably
Yep.
of cooking time, which is great.
And it helps having the mandolin,
Yep.
a little grater.
Yep. Yeah, right. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Cooking with Hoppy. Thank you for being here.
Okay.
And thank you also again to Hunter Appliance and to DCS Kitchen, where we're filming this episode today. Mark Crory for Carol Vales. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on
Great.
Cooking with Hoppy.